Fortnite has a really long history of adding things, then removing them, adding things, then removing them, adding things, removing them, and then adding another thing, and then removing it again, and they've been doing it for 39 seasons, which is a lot of seasons. And of course that means that there is a huge list of so much that Fortnite has created that you don't even get to experience in the game anymore. Those can be new weapons, new vehicles, new mechanics, or other things. So I was thinking to myself, why not? Yeah, I did run out of ideas for Fortnite lore videos. Shut up! But I also asked the same question from you guys in Twitter, so we're gonna go through your answers, see what exactly the community wants to see return to the Fortnite, but we're gonna do that in the end of the video, because I want money. So you're gonna watch till the end of the video and you're gonna like the video right now, or I'm gonna be under your bed tonight. Starting off, I really think like Fortnite just needs a lot more chaos again in the game. Things that are way more special than just a military grade realistic weapon. Think like the railgun, easily to this date still the best gun Fortnite has ever designed. Extreme iconic design with a beyond attention to detail, actually does a lot of damage to make it feel worth picking up. The bullet goes through the wall, something that makes it unique and effective while also needing genuine skill to use this thing. And also, have you heard like the sound design of this gun? The sound design of this makes it go, oh my god! Sometimes you shoot some guns in the game and they sound so boring. You're just shooting them like a rifle, pa 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 pa, and you just This thing though, nah, hearing this thing go makes you lose half of the water inside of your body. How effective it is, all of it. This thing right here is the level of quality that Fortnite needs to bring into more weapons that they keep adding to the game. Cause it didn't just have a banger looks, design, and genuinely was useful or fun to use. It also had counters and flaws intentionally designed into it. Like the fact that it leaves a red trail revealing where you shoot it from. That's what I call a masterpiece of a game design. The level of quality that we rarely get in the weapons of Fortnite here and there. Sometimes like chapter 4 season 1 we sometimes get them, but like we need more of this. This is the example of things Fortnite needs more of. Now for the second really cool weapon, we got recon scanner. This season, man, we did not worship this season enough. We were so lucky to play this thing. It was so peak. Recon scanner to this date is still the most fun way to scan the map for finding more loot or enemy locations being revealed, or just so much fighting happens with this thing. You don't have to just like wait, you don't have to be like, where are the enemies? Where the hell are the enemies? I wanna shoot people, I wanna kill people, I'm so bored of looting, walking, mining. I do not yearn for the mine. This thing just made it easy. You wanna find enemies, you just shooty this thing and you're gonna find enemies. Or even the enemy is hiding, it's being a loser, you shoot the thing and you're gonna find the loser and you're gonna kill it. While yet again, just like the railgun, this thing had a weak point designed right into it. You could just shoot to break the pulsing grenades and there you go, that's about it. You're freed, your location is not being shown anymore. I don't know what exactly Epic was doing, what exactly they were smoking when they were like creating this season, but we need more of it. Whatever you were smoking, do more of it. It's fine, don't worry about the addiction. Grab it, run! That's what I used to call this weapon. This was an example of features that just felt so unique and different from anything else, to the point that it didn't even really matter if the gun was actually effective, if you could actually get a lot of kills with it or not. Being able to grab objects and throw them, the damage depending on how big the object is. While yet again having a weak point like the other weapons, the bigger the object is, the slower the throwing is gonna be, so like people can dodge it. But like back then we had building. People like if you try to grab an object and throw them, they would build an entire Trump tower or something. So it was not truly effective back then, but now you know we have like zero build. Imagine grab it, run in zero build. Dude, can you imagine how much fun that would be? Bring this thing back right now! Now the game Fortnite has been out for like what, 8 years or something, which is exactly why pretty much like everything Fortnite could have done is already done, especially with the weapons. But there is one thing, one mechanic for different weapons that you can do with it and such, that Fortnite hasn't really messed with it yet. Except for one weapon, which that thing like came out, I don't know, season 3 or something something, it was ages ago, and it only lasted for like what, 2 weeks or something? Which is exactly why this is such a good opportunity for Fortnite to do more like remote controlled mechanics in the game again, or even just bring this rocket back. We have not really had something like to the full potential of remote controlling something to kill people with it. And the biggest problem with Fortnite right now is that like the game has been out for 8 years, and right now they're doing nothing but making a new like clone of Pump, another clone of Pump, oh no, another clone of Pump, wow, another clone of Pump. Or instead of just another clone of Pump, you could like focus on this idea I just said right now, another remote controlled weapon, or just bring this thing back. Because again, I really feel like one part of Fortnite which is right now holding it back is the loot pool of it. People are kind of tired of the exact same thing over and over again. So a unique idea that we haven't seen a lot of it is an amazing thing to bring back. Excalibur rifle. Oh my god, my beloved. This thing is the type of weapons that no, they're not really the best thing you could use. You could just go for a sniper or whatever, it's gonna be way more effective. But the way it functions, the way the weapon looks, it's like, just think of it. Just look at this masterpiece. It's a launcher that shoots swords and the sword goes boom. The fact that it's actually a genuinely hard weapon to use, but yet when you use it, when you actually get a kill with it, it makes you go like, oh my god! I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. I have no clue. The reason why people love snipers so much is because they actually take skill to use. They actually feel so satisfying to kill people with them, hit people with them, shoot them. Yes, it's hard to shoot people with it. Yes, it's hard to kill people with it. You could just use a pump or an SMG or a red dot rifle, but a red dot rifle getting a kill with that thing, does it really feel as good as getting a kill with the Excalibur rifle? Hell nah! And I really feel like that's the type of weapons that Fortnite at the moment needs a lot of it. Like the weapons we have in the game right now, do they really feel that satisfying to get kills with them? Okay, nah, not really. It's just an SMG to go burr burr burr. The rifle is just like a meta, it's like the most strongest thing ever. If you get a kill with that thing, it's not because you have a skill, you have skill issue. And the shotguns also the same thing. The shotguns, you don't really feel that good getting kills with them. So at the moment, Fortnite needs a lot more of these gimmicky, unique, extremely cool feeling weapons that when you get a kill with them, it makes you kinda explode. We need more of that. That's also kinda why I really want a mammoth pistol or a revolver back in this season, because like we only got one pistol and it's a basic pistol, but having a harder shooting pistol which takes more skill to use, that just makes the game way more fun. Now some people might hate me for this one, but I don't care. Go cry. I want the kinetic hammer. Where have you ever seen anything like this gorgeous of a beauty of a masterpiece? Nowhere! You can become a bouncy ball with it, you can throw people around, you can throw objects at people with it. This thing is just the exact type of items that makes Fortnite Fortnite. It's like the grab it run, it's like the UFOs, it's like the unique goofy items that make Fortnite unique to itself. It just does interesting unique things, which is not just shoot the bullet and kill people. You can do creative gameplay moves with it. You can become a bird with this thing. It's just so good. I miss you. I'm gonna cry. I do not care a single little itty bitty thing if you say that this thing is OP. Do you wanna know why? What are 90% of the most iconic, most remembered items in the Fortnite history? It was OP things. Every single one of them were OP. Balanced items that were not really that strong, like these things, they just came in, nobody gave a shit about them, people got bored, people got tired of the game, and they were like, shoot, go away, ew, nah. One of the biggest reasons actually why people hated Chapter 3 Season 3 so much was because of the loot pool. The loot pool was super balanced, there were nothing like super fun about it, it was just extremely boring because it was balanced as hell. And the loot pool of Fortnite is like a basic food with no like nothing on it. It's just meat and you haven't put anything, you haven't even added salt to it, and it's just bare meat. Are you gonna enjoy eating a bare meat? Hell nah! But a little bit of trolling and overpowered is like putting salt on the meat and putting some like olive oil on it, maybe some other things like a spice, and then just like rubbing it on there, and there you go. That's your loot pool now. So much more yummers. Another thing I wanna bring up is the chrome weapons. I'm saying this because I'm genuinely such a huge fan of the idea that you shoot people with this thing, you get killed with this thing, and it's just gonna go a tier higher. It's gonna evolve. The weapon is gonna become stronger. It's something that rewards actually fighting and having skill rather than just hiding in a corner. And it also removes the extreme need of constantly trying to loot to find higher tier weapons, make the weapons go stronger, just looting and more looting and more looting. Like, stop! No more! I'm tired! Now for another thing to bring back into Fortnite, we need a lot more one-shot weapons in the game for the exact same reason as the thing I said for Excalibur rifle or the railgun. The most fun, the most satisfying weapons in any game are the ones that are actually kinda hard to use. They need to like take skill for you to use them. They actually are cool looking or something like that. While even if it's hard to get a kill with them, when you actually shoot the guy with this thing, it makes them beg for mercy. It makes them go, please, Papa, don't kill me. I beg you, don't kill me. If I don't really feel anything whatsoever when I get a kill with a weapon, then that's just 5 matches before I go to Helldivers or Marvel Rivals. But when your weapon makes me wanna explode into a different dimension, that's when I wanna keep playing your game. Like how the pump used to be, like how the heaviest sniper used to be, and I don't know, other things like railguns and such. Now for the last weapon to bring up, which is gonna be the best of all of them, we got the charged SMG. The goat of the goats, the best weapon in the history of this game. This thing, when this thing came out, mwah, the game got 100 times more fun to play. You have no idea. Have you even played when this thing came out? It was the best time ever. It was so much fun. It was so good. You have no. I would say that if I only had one brain cell working in here, but if you actually fell for it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out my movie channel. It's also a lot of fun. You're gonna love it. Now let's go for things like vehicles and mobility, because by far that's the biggest issue with chapter 7 so far. All you get for mobility in this season is like what? Shockwaves? Don't use them unless you want Nikkei 30 sneaking into your house and choking you alive and then taking your body into his house and he's gonna cook it. Then this other thingy, which is alright, it's okay I guess. And then the final mobility item we got in the game is cars. But when I say cars, I mean maybe 1, maybe 2 in the entire map. Good luck finding them. Finding a car in chapter 7 is harder than finding a Valentine. At this point, maybe I just need to buy one of those waifus in a jar thingies for my Valentine. I'm so lonely. Nobody loves me. First off, I'm getting really tired of basic cars. I don't know if it's just me or not, but like do something interesting with them again, man. Just add variety to the game. I do not care that, oh, but we wanna sell car skins for money. Money. Shove that money up your holy, non-greedy, super clean pockets. We need this to happen. Have the whiplash and have the car from chapter 4 season 2, then the other one from chapter 4 season 4, maybe some more things like them added into the game for more variety. Then maybe a police car, because police cars are kinda cool. Bring back the trucks and such, it would be amazing. I'm basically just tired of using the same thing over and over and over and over. The car's just the same car. It's so boring, it's so tiring. If you want to make the car actually a little bit more interesting, you have to pay money for it. I'm gonna beat you. Just give some options, man. I don't get why these two have to be the only options we have for cars and vehicles in the entire chapter. Even chapter 6 at least had the bikes. You could ride the bikes. We don't even have bikes in this chapter. But not just basic cars either. Again, people are probably gonna hate me for this, but I don't care. What are some of the most iconic things in Fortnite ever? The planes were talked about for like a really long time until they just got completely ruined with all the nerfs. And the same thing also happened with the mechs. The mechs were the talk of the town. When the mechs came, everybody were talking about the mechs. Everybody were making videos about the mechs. It was so much fun. Even if you hated the mechs, the hate was at least something, a feeling that was fun to have. Hating something is way more fun than having absolutely no feeling whatsoever. You probably can agree with that, right? UFOs were the best vehicles in the history of Fortnite they have ever made. They were so unique. The abduction system about them was the most fun thing ever because it was unique. We need more unique things in the game, not just car. Then after we got the tanks, I would say the best vehicle that Fortnite has ever added. Why? Because while yeah, it was strong, it was really fun to ride, it had proper weaknesses designed into it. And you should probably see the pattern by now. You make OP items, make them actually feel satisfying to use, then you give them enough weak points to balance it out. Instead of balancing an item with giving them like nerfs after nerfs after nerf, making their damage feel like nothing, make their health be nothing and things like that, do what you did with the tanks. If you shot the exhaust at the back of the tank, it would stop moving so you could run away from it if you wanted to. You could also again break the tracks to make it go slower, make it stop and everything, ruin the tank. Or if you wanna go all out and kill the people inside of the tank, there is like a thing in the front, there is an armor, you shoot the armor breaks, the head of the driver is out and you shoot the head of the driver. Who designed this thing? Cook more, I beg you, cook! Mechs should have also definitely been designed this way. You should have given them weak points, like for example, if you shoot the hand just breaks, then they lose that like weapon on the hand and the mech gets weaker. That's genius. But yeah, basically that's it. Just give us more unique vehicles again, and not a copy paste either, because like the X-Wing and everything, that was just a copy of the planes. Even the speed of them was the same as the planes and they were weak as hell like the planes. Now I wanna bring up the map of chapter 7 itself, because I really feel like something is missing here. Yes, you could make the map feel way more interesting with using the design ideas that were done in chapter 4 with the around of the map and everything, with how the mission starts, but we're not talking about that. For one, it's the fact that we need more things like the volcano, command cavern, reality tree, or the polar peak, or the collider. Huge, massive things, I wish I had one, that a POI is designed around it, where you could also just look at them from distance in the map. And these type of POIs would just give character to the world you're fighting in, taking it from like feeling generic and safe onto making everything just feel way more badass, way more interesting to look at. Chapter 5 kinda tried to do this with one of the POIs, which was Mount Olympus, but even then, like the buildings in that place felt kinda generic. Only the statue was the really cool part, and it was just so much fun to look at that thing from distance and be like, god damn, that's cool. Just like the Foundation statue, again, something that gives so much character to the world you're fighting in. We also need a map that is way more interactive, because for some reason it feels like the more we go forward in Fortnite, the less interactive the map of the game becomes. You used to be able to collect healing items from the ground, have whole locations that heal your shield or slipstreams, or the sand tunneling, that thing was so much fun, or even the chrome. But on chapter 7 though, it feels like there's only maybe 2 locations that feel that way. One of them is Clown Town and the other one is Area 07, which is that one is genuinely good POI. And I know that this is just the first season of the chapter, probably in the future seasons the map is gonna become way more interesting. But I'm just saying this right now as a hope, so it actually happens in the next seasons. Also, it would be really good to do community events again, so you connect people together, bring people together. That would be such a good way to revive the community feeling in this game and bring people together. Now we have reached the most fun part of the video. You're gonna love this one, trust me. Especially because of how popular extraction shooters have become. Do you remember the tents or the plants that gave you weapons and stayed in the same location every game? Right there, those are the top of things that we need back in the game right now. We basically just need systems that allow you to kind of build your future matches that you're gonna play, in a way to kind of make you feel like you're actually progressing by playing the game. Every single match you play is actually pushing something forward. Imagine having some extremely rare items in the game, but when you find them, you can just put them in your tent and keep it in there. Especially if the match is ending soon, or even at the end of the season, you pick some of the weapons of that season and keep it in your tent, so in the next season, when those weapons leave the loot pool, you still have them in your tent and they're kinda extremely rare, and that's kinda cool. Imagine keeping a weapon from chapter 7 season 1 in your tent, and it's like what, chapter 9 season 5 or something, and you're gonna be like, yo, I have the chapter 7 season 1 weapon still in my tent. How cool would that be? But if you pick that item out and use it and you die, well, sucks to suck. Or taking that plant's idea and making it so some locations that don't really have enough loot in them, but you really enjoy going into those locations. You just pop this plant into that location and there you go, now there is actual loot in your main spot to go to. But those are just extraction shooter ideas that have already been done before. before in Fortnite, we could push this idea forward way more to make it feel like there is actual progression inside of Fortnite. So every match you play doesn't feel like a waste of time. When you finishes, you're just gonna do the exact same thing again in the next match. No, when you do something in a match, it actually moves something forward gameplay wise. Now for this part, I'm just gonna be honest with you, Fortnite needs to take proper risks again. Forcing people to pick Ghost or Shadow, that took balls. Especially because they never gave you a chance to own the other option. Now some people call that kinda dumb. Nah, I call that badass and having huge goddamn balls, because nobody else would ever in history do that except Donald Mustard. Making the mechs needed balls even if they could have been done in a smarter way like the tanks. Or adding PvE and NPCs into a BR game. The Sword took balls to do, massive ones, shutting down the game for 3 whole days. That's like balls so big that every other game was embarrassed when they're looking at theirs. These type of daring choices that normally nobody else would really agree with them. Like you go tell that to Activision or something, oh, let's shut down the game for 3 days. They're gonna be like, shut the fuck up, I'm gonna kick you out of the window, I'm gonna kill And that exact same thing, the fact that nobody else would do what Fortnite was doing back then, is exactly why they earned our trust. And now I would say that they have genuinely lost this for a really long time. It really feels like nowadays they just make whatever choices that feel extremely money friendly. Like, I don't know, whatever choices are like, does this match money? Does this make money? Do it, yay, woo! Like, you really think that Ghost vs Shadow styles would actually happen today? If Ghost vs Shadow styles didn't happen in the past, you really think that Ghost vs Shadow styles Epic would do that right now in your dreams? They didn't even do that for Fortnite Remix. Now after the extraction and changing future matches idea, this is the second most important thing that Fortnite needs to focus and return, which would directly work together with the extraction idea. That's basically making every single match or most of them play out differently. I would say that by far the biggest reason why people are getting tired of Fortnite, if we ignore collabs and everything, is the fact that every single match feels like you're just doing the same thing over and over again. Cause there is 2 issues right now. For one, when you're playing a game that no progression is happening in it. It's not Helldivers, which when you play a match you evolve and become cooler, stronger. Nor you're really just experiencing something new, you're just doing the same thing over and over and over again. Every single match is pretty much exactly the same. And to me, the Battle Royale game who manages to solve this problem first will be the winner in this race. Tents and other systems that will carry over onto every single game already do kinda make the experience a little bit more unique every match. But Fortnite actually tried to make every match feel unique in Chapter 7, but the ideas they came up with it, I'm sorry, they were kinda stupid. The ideas were, okay, make the storm circle every match different and woo, wow, so much fun, yippee, or make the start of the game the way you start the game different. That's about it. Well, like, because like how you start the game doesn't really even matter. More so what happens during the game itself needs to be different every game, which would give you a proper reasoning to keep playing Fortnite more than just like 2 matches every here and there. One thing in Fortnite history reached this idea, actually nailed this idea like nothing else, nothing that Chapter 7 has even come close to. Do you know what that is? Augments. My babies! Augments were a pool of many different perks that you gained randomized, but that was not what made it so amazing. More so the fact that there were just so many of them, and especially because of how you could combo many of them with different weapons or even vehicles. So this match you could go for a pistol build and go search for a really strong pistol to go for your build, or even like keep one in your tent, like comboing the tent and the augments, that would be amazing. Another match you could combo rifles or snipers or shotguns or even bows or Excalibur rifles or melee, or even you could go for movement like cars or even make yourself faster and things like that. Basically nothing ever managed to make Fortnite more replayable than augments did. Then every time there was a new weapon in the game, it wasn't just okay, grab the weapon, go shooty, that's it, you're done. Okay, delete the game again or go play, I don't know, Marvel Rivals or something else again. Okay, you're done trying the weapon, now you can try it with different perks, different augments. Okay, what is that augment gonna do to this weapon? How much cooler the weapon is gonna become? It just the level of replayability because of augments in Chapter 4, I mean. miss Chapter 4. The graphics of Chapter 4, the gameplay of Chapter 4. Not you, the story was kinda trash, it was ass. But everything else, Chapter 4 definitely had the best gameplay in history of Fortnite, and I do not care what you say, it was really good. If you try to do these things, actually make some type of like progression into the gameplay of Fortnite with like the tents and everything, then you make it every match more replayable with making every match kinda different with augments or other different ideas similar to the augments. That's where I believe that Fortnite is finally gonna reach its full potential and people are gonna become extremely obsessed with the game again. They're gonna like give every single game shoot, they're gonna throw all the games away and they're gonna play Fortnite again. But I'm done yapping. Let's go through you guys' opinions now. I'm tired. Ram wants the Chapter 4 art direction back. Based in this video, I already proved how like Chapter 4 by far has the most like superior new era design in the Fortnite history. 2am agrees with me on the augments returning. Diesel Q says the days that the game wasn't overloaded with collabs. Oh boy, don't get me even started with that. Weapon mods. Okay, wait, I'm gonna stop you right there. Are weapon mods a bad idea? No, not really. If you actually do them well, they can make the game more fun. Especially because think about it, if you also say my idea like the tents, you maybe customize a weapon, make it extremely powerful, then you put it inside of your tent so next match you can pull it out. We need the tents back right now. Yossi Breaker agrees on the one-shot snipers returning. Master Max says Geno. Now that's not really a gameplay feature, but base, I agree. Godzilla says mustard! Bro, it's just a mustard meme. What was I drinking to say that back then? I have no idea. TCB says colorful fun locker UI. Remember Chapter 2 Season 2? Good times. Now we got Roblox UI or App Store UI. Weekly challenges loading screens. I used to kinda be against this because back then we used to get like a voice line mission every single week, and voice lines are way more fun than like weekly loading screens. But now that we rarely kinda get like weekly voice lines once per month or something, right now it would be actually a really good time to bring back weekly storyline loading screen. I want the same hype I had during Chapter 2 Season 7 to Chapter 3 Season 2. Well, let's hope that the storyline is actually gonna go strong right now, like it kinda is right now. Greg says that he wants the playable bosses from Chapter 6 back. I didn't really play Chapter 6, so I have no idea what he's talking about. Isn't like the playable bosses a feature of Chapter 7? What? Another Geno simp. Welcome to the gang. Pump shotgun back in the game. I actually agree with this one because the sound effect of the pump shotgun, how satisfying it felt to hit people with it. The new shotguns don't really feel that satisfying. Legacy movement animation as an option. Okay, as an option I don't know about that because the current movement system of Fortnite is an actual disadvantage gameplay wise than the old one, the Chapter 4 one. Because you actually move around much faster, much quicker, much more snappy with your original animation. So if you bring that back, that's an actual gameplay disadvantage. Either just completely get rid of the new animation or make it actually be good. This guy wants the old storm clouds back and he also wants more robot skins in the game. Battle labs, oh my god, please, I beg you, that would save me so much time taking replay shots for these videos. Bring it back, Fortnite, I beg. Nemesis AR, it was okay I guess. Shakedown scans, okay, I do miss that one. And this one is lore related. Goo gun, base, let me goo on. Bring Midas back. I would agree with you, except that they keep bringing back Midas, but they keep doing absolutely nothing with him and just wasting him, so Midas now feels like a cash grab, so maybe not at this point. Cool guns instead of pump reskins, just like the thing I said, like the rail gun. A lot more movement requests, like goddamn people really hate the current movement and I agree with them. I actually explained why the current movement is really bad in this video right here if you wanna watch it. The Cube Queen's return, a tent enjoyer like me, nice. Mud benches, shoot this guy. Prime shotgun, it's okay. We got the augments again, pulse rifle. The Triarchs, bro just wants cake. Weapon mods, put this guy down too. Cosmetic rarities, base boy, preach. Snipers with 200 damage, I agree with this. And again, Geno and the Imagine order. So if you wanna love the Fortnite lore again, click on this video right here because this video, the Furies, the Fortnite lore I tell in this is gonna make you so hyped for the future of Fortnite. This video, you're gonna love it so much.